Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Good morning. Welcome to another day. It's gonna be a lovely day. It ain't gotta be lovely. It gotta be lovely. Lovely day. We are welcoming y'all to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Excited to be in the building with y'all again today, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, man. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've been here before and you decided to come back again, well, you know what? I thank you. I thanks you. I really do. It is exciting to be here, man. I'm excited about it, man. Now, if you're wondering what See You in the Morning is, it's my horrible idea to get up every morning and come on air about 7:15-ish and just start talking about random stuff that's going on in my life. I get on about 7:15-ish and I talk a bunch of ish. That's what we do every morning, it seems. No days off. Today's a Tacobout It Tuesday, so we'll just talk about random stuff. I got a lot of new things happening in my life, and we're working on some stuff. So just want to make sure I get in contact with y'all. Just my lifeline to y'all. Now, what I do first thing in the morning, in case y'all didn't know, if I ain't sleep with you, I speak with you. So I get up and I speak to everybody first. The first three people on the list, they get an award. They get a little bit of a medal. You know, I don't actually send out a physical medal. I'm not able to really touch me, tease me, feel you, or caress you. But you know the love is coming through. Winning the bronze medal of the day is Miss Katrina Britt Reynolds. She won the bronze this morning. Number 3, she spoke. Let's see. Number 2 this morning, representing for the fellas, is my man Denzel. Don't call me the Equalizer Glover. And then winning the gold this morning is Franita Rollins Delk. Franita Rollins Delk is my gold medal winner. Also here today, Marche Trouble Copeland. What up, though? My man JP. Tanya Williams is in a million. Rochelle People's Kids. Cynthia, Jamie, Wilberta, Jennifer is back. And that means PJ is back and her husband, PS. And I think Jennifer only listens to me during the school year. She ain't had time for my mess during the summer. But now that PJ is back in school, she's listening again. My cousin TT in the building. PP, Patricia Pippin in the building. James, Dolores, Kit Kat. Courtney's here this morning. Courtney and Crystal. Now I'll be watching from the Bahamas. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. I don't like me that much. I really appreciate you doing it. If I was on vacation, first of all, I'm asleep. Second of all, I ain't tuning in to me. I'm not watching me on my vacation. I'm not doing it. Not even on my very own vacation, I'm not watching me. So I appreciate everybody that's in here and everything that's doing. Let's talk about it Tuesday. We're going to start off real random. Yesterday, if you happen to watch the show during the day of labor, yesterday we discussed my outfit for the day. What up, Lisa, Michelle? So here's the thing. We talked about my outfit. We talk about the fact that I usually just get up in the morning and put on a shirt. Yesterday, it was the fact that I had to get up, put a shirt on. I don't necessarily, I ain't gonna say I sleep in the nude. What I am saying is if I ever lose my virginity, I'm gonna be ready. And ain't gonna be a whole lot of rapping she got to get through. You know, I'm not putting on pajamas and a pajama shirt and underpants. Now I don't even know what the proper procedure is for wearing pajamas. Do you wear drawers under your pajamas? If you got on pajamas, do you got to wear drawers too? You know, I'm not 100% sure on that. And maybe some of y'all know, maybe some of y'all know better than I know. I don't know. I feel like I always put on drawers. I've always been an undergarment person. I feel like some people can just throw a shirt on and no undershirt. I feel like I gotta have one on. I'm always gonna have undershirt on. It's gonna be there. I gotta have that on. I gotta have on drawers if I got on pants. I gotta have them on. Like that's just me. Pajamas count as pants, right? So maybe I should just throw some drawers on. Who knows? So I wear drawers all the time. I'm just saying, I may not have on nothing else but some drawers. So yesterday's conversation, we started talking about my drawers and how I sit sometimes in my seat and I'm cheek the seat, cheek the seat, cheek the seat, cheek the seat, seat the cheek, all that. It's a lot of cheekage and seatage. So I went out and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if you have some of the life problems that I have, but when you are larger in your thigh region, when your thighs are larger, sometimes they suffer from separation anxiety, and they don't like to be apart from each other. Some of y'all got celiac netty thighs. Some of your thighs are celiac netty. Me and you us never part, Maki da da. Some of y'all thighs is Mr. Miyagi. Then what some of y'all thighs be doing when you walk? And ladies, I know a lot of times, ladies, you end up with that darker where sometimes the skin in your thighs looks a little bit like my face. See how my face is brown here, and then it darkens. That's kind of how then it gets white there because sometimes y'all get ashy. But if you got Mr. Miyagi thighs, and sometimes I get Yagi thighs. Sometimes I get Yagi thighs. I went out yesterday and I bought some extra long drawers. I'm into the boxer brief. That's my preferred type of drawer. My preferred drawers is boxer briefs. You never briefs, never the brief, and never like the box. The boxer get a little loose. A lot of guys like to wear boxers. That's a little loose. I still need the stability of a brief, but boxer style. So now I got some extra longs, and man, listen, the comfort with which I walked through my house yesterday with these new drawers on. I gave them a test run yesterday. I didn't really have too many places to go. So I said, let me go ahead and give these drawers a test go. You know, I never had them before. It's a new brand of drawers. First of all, drawers cost way too much. The amount of money they charging for drawers is ridiculous. The price of drawers in America, stupid. Because of the price of drawers, it's way cheaper to free ball. It's way cheaper to free ball, but draws. And now my friction is so low. Man, my friction level down there is so low. It feels so good, man. I'm going to upgrade all my draws to the extra longs. All my draws been going to be extra longs. I'm just telling y'all that now. If y'all was concerned, and I know nobody is, but if y'all were concerned, that's what it was. Now, today's the first day. Today's the day after Labor Day. Now, ironically, it used to be all over the place that this was the first day of school for everybody. But now, this is the last of the first days of school. The last of the first day of school. Everybody now should have a child in school. If you got a kid in school, this should be your time. Now, Marche, we already know you ain't wearing no drawers because you got an ATM. You got an ATM. You prepared, always ready for the car to hit the slot. I already know how you and your man get down. You gonna be prepared. That's an ATM. You already taking mine. That's what you say. So I already know I know you ain't wearing no drawers. We get it. And so here's the thing, James. I feel what you're saying, but I don't want another man's boxers on me. I don't want to think about the Fruit of the Loom. I don't want to think about who Haynes is. I don't want to know. I don't know any of them people. when you go and be specific and be like, I got on Kevin Hart's drawers, I think that's too much dedication. So I don't want to wear those. I don't want to wear Kevin Hart's drawers. That's too much. Too much too soon. Today is officially the last of the first day of schools. All your kids should be in school now. I know I can tell. I'm looking outside. The sun is shining brighter. The clouds are happier because them kids is back in school. Now, there is a cloud of depression from all the teachers that have to go back and now deal with your kids. We got to pray for teachers. And I'm saying this with all due respect and all honesty. Teaching has got to be one of the most thankless professions in the world. Now, not only are not only a lot of kids returning to schools, but a lot of Mr. Jameses are returning to their side piece. Sometimes y'all don't understand how many mamas got a lot of bent up frustration for the whole summer. There's a lot of those mamas that ain't get what they was getting the whole summer because them kids was in the house. And now that she done sent them kids away, kids, if you notice your mama spending a little extra time in the shower this morning, you be like, yo, you usually shower at 6:30. Shut up, mind your business. If she getting herself together, if she getting right early, it's gonna be a come through for the come through. I'm just telling y'all now. If she's starting, if you notice your mama got up a little early, it's gonna be a lot happening. There's gonna be a lot of slow singing, but no flower bringing, I'm telling y'all that now. First day of school is also first day of side chicken. First day of school is the first time of morning madness. They be ready. They be getting it in. They can't wait to get little Tim Tim on the bus. They can't wait to get little Tim Tim on the bus. So that's the first thing that's happening. Now, we got to go ahead. Listen, when your mama went Sweet Sadie, there was no time to eat. She said to me, boy, get on that bus to school. Man, that's it. That is it. That's what she's doing. So now we all earnestly back in school. Now, Denzel, that is something that I wanted to talk about. I recently performed at a couple of back to school events for school systems, and here's what I've noticed: the old teachers is out. Old teachers is gone. First of all, teachers don't even teach long enough to be old no more. They don't have time for that. These kids are increasing the retirement rate of teachers exponentially. Teachers used to just die. Teachers ain't never retired. Teachers just died. You go and somebody be in fourth grade, you be like, what year is this for you, Miss Smith? She be like, this is my 87th year in the fourth grade of this school. They didn't do it, died right there. Sometimes time for that. Now, ain't got time. Teachers don't have time to grow old. Teachers don't have time to grow old. They getting out of there because these new kids driving the kids crazy. So what are you seeing now? A bunch of 24-year-olds, 20-year-olds teaching. And I'm going to tell you what they don't have. Clothes for work. You got to remember, when a kid just graduates, the teacher ain't got no check yet. This first week of school for teachers, those teachers ain't got no checks yet. Y'all got to remember, the first 2 weeks, they still ain't got paid yet. They still living off of what they already got. That kid just graduated from college. They don't have no better. They wearing what they got. They dressing for the club. Them teachers coming in there and anything these first couple of weeks. And boy, oh boy, is it something. I'm gonna tell you right now, fellas, if you want to see some sights, volunteer in the first 2 weeks of school before these teachers get their school clothes right. When they still wearing their own stuff. Man, you talking about skin tight black pantyhose. Come on, man. See, Delisa, you did what you did. See, Delisa knows. Delise said, my 24-year-old is a teacher's assistant, and yes, I took him back to school shopping because he ain't had nothing to wear. He had nothing but he had some dress Jordans and some skinny jeans. He was gonna wear them every day. Fellas, if you trying to find somebody to see, if you into robbing that cradle, this is your time. Go volunteer at schools all over the state right now that need somebody to help welcome kids in the morning. Just show up about 30 minutes earlier, because new teachers is not gonna get there. New teachers ain't gonna get there early. If school start at 7:45, new teachers are showing up at 7:35. That's good enough for them. You're gonna be able to see some sights with these young teachers. Now, what I'm asking for the parents, and this is what I'm asking. If you finna drop your child off, and no matter if it's the bus stop or all the way at school, a lot of people gonna be carrying these boxes of school supplies. Just dress right. Remember, you making an impression for the whole year. I don't even own a suit and tie. I will wear one just for the first day of school. You go in as first day of school, suit and tied up, because you set an impression for you and your child. Ladies, it don't take a little bit just to throw a little water. Throw a little water on your kibble and bits. Get them right. Take them old pajamas off. If you got the lip balls on it and all that stuff, no, take the pajamas off. Take them pajamas off. Put on some pants. I know it might be rough, but put a bra on before you take that kid to school. Put a bra on before you take that child. That's all we asking. Put a bra on. It ain't gotta be all the way fastened. You can fasten just the first two buttons if you need to. Put a bra on. Comb your hair. Take the bonnet off. A lot of these mamas coming in there. Tits on your knees. Tits on your knees. No, get them off of there. Crisscross. What? Everybody clap your nips. It's going to be a lot. Look, the people are asking, brush your teeth. You coming in there with fire and desire on your breath. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what teachers got to go through. Crystal brought up another point. Smoke after you drop the children off. Everybody got to deal with your kid coming to school on a contact high because you done created a hot box in the car and parent pickup. You open the door at parent pickup, and that's all I hear is, hold up, wait. I mean, no, stop. Smoke weed every day. Man, y'all killing them on parent pickup. Your kid coming in that thing with the munchies. That's why they want to get the free breakfast, because you done gave your child the munchies on the ride over. You can't wait to light up till 5 minutes after your child leave. I get it that a lot of people do the wake and bake. I'm not trying to, I can't judge people that smoke weed. I went to a funeral recently. Man, at the funeral, listen. At the funeral, they were so high that they met the man at heaven. That's how high they were. They were high in that funeral. They were looking down at the casket. He looked just like himself. Looked like he's sleeping. Sometimes you got to just wait a minute. Do like Ray J say, just wait a minute. You ain't got to smoke that weed first thing in the morning. Now, James, you're going too far by saying no slides. You let nigga wear slides. It's still early in the morning. The slides have come a long way. I'd rather see slides than slippers. I'd rather you slide than slip. Now, after you drop your kid off, it's gonna be a whole lot of people sliding through and slipping into. But I'd rather see slides than slippers. Y'all prepare your kids. Prepare your kids for school. Remember, school is about school this year. Now, I've been anti-croc my whole life. I've been anti-Crocs my whole life, but I realized they're not just for nurses anymore. Everybody's wearing Crocs. I can't fight the Croc train. I can't fight it. Crocs are here, and they're not going nowhere. They got them in sport mode. All of these shoes, whether it's Crocs, slides, whatever it is, pay attention to your heel. People rarely fail to moisturize the toe region. The toe region usually is moistened. Where the problem comes in is the back of the heel. And so I don't know if people are still braking their car, if they still hitting the brakes with the back of their foot. I don't know how that's happening. I don't know how you continuously neglect the back of your heel. But if you suffer from severe biscuit heel, you got to get yourself together. If that's what's happening in your life, if you are a victim of biscuit heel, I need you to not. I need you to not approach the school at all. I need you to stay in your car. Biscuit heel, you got to get it. Or here's something. Here's something you may not have thought of. Put on a sock. If we don't know, if you don't show, we don't know. If you don't show, we don't know. That's all you got to do. Put on a sock. You got to think, man, you setting the standard for your kid all year. If I'm picking you up from school, if you dropping your children off from school and you got all this going on, I need you to reverse your thinking. Look at the multitude of colors on that foot. Now little Timmy is already fighting first day of the year because everybody calling his mama Pillsbury. And it makes no sense. It must be stopped, but no matter the cost. You can't get caught out there like that. I need you to do better. Don't you walk into nobody's school like that this year. Make all the right decisions. If you sending your kid to school with lunch, make sure you sending them with a proper lunch. Make sure that kid's got multiple options at his lunch. Make sure your kid ain't eating lunch and still hungry. You over there looking at all the other lunches and wishing that was him. And also, remember lunchtime is not long. So you also don't need to send 47 courses in his lunch. His or her lunch. I seen kids, sometimes they got so much lunch, by the time they take all their lunch out of their lunchbox, lunch is over, they ain't even got an opportunity to eat. You done gave the kid an appetizer, a snack, an entree, 3 sides, a drink, 2 desserts. They don't need all that. It's too much happening out there. We can get through it. Now, here's the other thing that I want all the parents to know that's watching, and I know it's not y'all that's doing this. This is somebody else, but y'all share this. Maybe somebody else will get it. And even if your school is not what's going through this right now, here's what I want y'all to know. The first week, the first 2 weeks, it takes time. Yes, we've practiced it. Yes, everybody has practiced all the procedures at school, but they practiced it without your little retarded child. We know what we're supposed to do. Your child is the one that messed everything up. They had parent pickup down to a science. Ain't nobody know your child won't be able to find the cafeteria. He was down there for lunch. He was down there for practice. All of this stuff. But when it became game time, he didn't know how to walk down to the cafeteria. You got to know it takes time for you, your child, the teacher, everybody to learn all the procedures. It's a lot of procedures. So you got to be patient. Ain't nothing worse than the first day of school. People say, oh, this don't make no sense. They don't know what they doing in here. Of course they know what they doing. But we got to wait till we get your little retarded child. Well, I can't call them retarded. We got to wait till your little special child gets in there. Your little special child that threw everything off. Parent pick up buses. It's going to be some buses that's going to take long. It's going to be some bus routes going to be thrown off. Because your child going to forget what bus stop he got off at. Which bus stop you got off at? The bus stop. What's your address? Home. Can't help you. You got to understand. So now the bus drivers is dealing with your child not being able to get there. It's rough out there. It's a whole new experience for everybody. Now, some kids is going to run smoothly because this is their third time in the 6th grade. So they know all the procedures. But other kids, it's rough. Them kindergartners, they in a culture shock. A lot of these kindergartners ain't never had no kind of structure. You done send them over your mama house, and all they did was watch Gracie's Corner all day long and eat Cheetos. And now you got somebody telling them to sit still, pay attention. For what? I ain't never done this before. Have some grace. Because these teachers are out there providing for your kids. They underpaid, they underrespected, and they're doing the very, very best to help you. A lot of y'all don't understand what school is. A lot of people think school is daycare. School and daycare are two different things. Yes, you can use school to get 8, 9 hours of no kid at your house, but that ain't what their primary goal is. Primary goal of school is to educate your child. So treat them that way. Respect the teachers. Respect the administrators. Respect the janitors. Respect the bus drivers, the lunch lady, the school security guard. He a school security guard. He ain't got no weapon. All he can do is write a note. All he can do is call for help. Leave that man alone. Help. Help out. Pick a day to go volunteer at the school. I'm going to tell you right now, if you go volunteer at the school 1 day, maybe 2 days, if you go and you teach at the school, it's going to be something. If you go and volunteer at the school for a day or two, I'm telling you, you'll respect the school completely different. Respect it, really different. And it is a collaborative effort. Thank you so much, Monche. That was going to be my next point. School is a collaborative effort. School is a collaborative effort. You got to help reinforce what they learning at school. It don't matter if they learn that 7 times 5 is 35. They come home and you don't know that. If you need to learn with your child, just say it. Be like, hey, listen, I don't know my times tables. Maybe you can teach me. But you got to be able to help reinforce some of this stuff. They have homework. If they say they don't, make up something. Give them something. Enrich them. Buy them a book. Now, me and the cursive thing, I don't care about the cursive thing. You going to have to teach cursive yourself. It's your own child. I don't know about cursive. Listen, old people care about cursive. These new children don't care about cursive because they ain't no cursive on the keyboard. If they want to do their signature, it's a program that'll do it. And the cursive thing is up to the parent. Kid don't need to sign his name in kindergarten. What he signing? Let him learn ABC. You ain't worry about cursive, right? I don't even know the last time I had to write something in cursive, but I know how to do it. That's all I'm saying. And if your kid needs help and you can't help them, that's right. Reach out to somebody. Virtual tutors is out there. People, ain't nothing wrong with getting a little assistance. Hey, you pay your rent with assistance. Why not let your kid have some assistance too? Everybody need a little help sometime. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Everybody, man, all of us, everybody in here, man, everybody that's watching, we can help our kids be more productive. We can be better citizens. Hey, man, go drop some paper off. Go get a ream of paper, drop it off, a box of loose leaf paper. Even if you don't have a kid in the school, it's a school somewhere near you. You drive by one. Go get some pencils and just drop them off. But like, hey, man, I was in the neighborhood. I got this box, not one box of pencils, because I don't know how much that's gonna help. But be like, hey, man, I got a case of pencils. Here you go, man. Give somebody some pencils. Here's some paper. Here's some paper. Just gonna drop that off. Hey, man, I got a crate of crayons. Here you go. Do something crazy. Here's a crazy thought. A lot of people don't think of. Go buy a jacket. Go buy a kid-sized jacket. Drop it off at the school. Like, hey, here's a jacket. I'm dropping this jacket off at the school. It's brand new. Somebody gonna need it. I know it's still hot right now, but the weather's finna change, and I know it's gonna be a kid or two in here that ain't got no jacket. Here you go. It's $9.99 to you. It means the world to a kid. One year we bought some jackets for some of the kids, and we gave the kid the jacket, and the kid almost cried because he was just so excited that he actually had his own jacket. You couldn't believe it. The kid was over the moon over a jacket. I was in there about to cry. The secretary's about to cry. I'll never forget the moment. I'll never forget it. Never. I'll never forget that moment when they dropped that. We gave that little boy that jacket. He was like, "This is for me. I can have it." He was amazed. He had never had a jacket before. I've always had jackets. Matter of fact, most of these kids now is 90 degrees. They still in a hoodie. If you don't want to buy a jacket, get a hoodie. All kids like hoodies. Just something to keep a kid warm later on in the year. Tell y'all. Look, Roberta said it's socks, hats, gloves. And all year long. That's right, Marche. All year long. Because everybody be full up in September. Since September hit, everybody got, hey man, we got stacks of paper. We rolling in paper. But come December, hey dog, hey man, you got any of that loose leaf? Hey, cuz. Hey man, you know what I'll do for a glue stick? So make sure we gotta keep them re-upped all year long. I'd have said put money on lunch accounts. Some school systems still are going through that. Lunch accounts, all of those things, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being as a community supporting our schools. Everybody should be supporting our schools as a community, even if you ain't got a kid in there. Even if you ain't got a kid in there, put some money on a lunch account. Now, I know some school systems, everybody's getting free lunch, but go find a school where they still paying lunch. Go hand it out. I'm out of here, man. I'm praying for the best for all the teachers this year. I'm praying for the best for all the students, all the parents. I'm praying that everybody is successful this year, and no matter what that success looks like for any child, for any parent, even if it's just growth. If you got all D's last year, man, if you knock it down and you get 1 C in all D's, there's levels to it. I'm hoping that you have success. I'm hoping all the students who are academically inclined are able to be in environments where learning is important and they're able to learn. I'm praying that the teachers feel appreciated. That teachers feel appreciated, that teachers feel loved, and that teachers are allowed to teach. We're just gonna have some of those discipline problems come down. We ain't having no discipline problems this year, and we know that we will. The reality is somebody finna act up. That's what I did when I was in school. But let's just pray that it doesn't take and hinder the success of other students. Let's just pray that it doesn't push teachers to the edge. We're praying all for the mental state of teachers. A lot of people don't know the mental state of teachers. That's why so many teachers drink so much. Because it's rough out there. It's rough out there. And hopefully people realize, because some of us be like, well, I ain't got no kids in school. Yeah, but eventually those kids that are in school now are going to have an effect on your life some way, somehow. You talking about future doctors, lawyers, senators, all kinds of stuff, workers, construction, everything. So we want to have the best for them because they are our future. I mean, the great Negro crackhead Whitney Houston once said, "I believe the children are the future. Teach them well, let them lead the way." And that's exactly what we've got to do while we out here. I'm getting ready to be out. I think I got a meeting at noon. Probably gonna play some pickleball today. This evening, 8:30 in the PM. This evening, 8:30 in the PM. Make sure y'all are tuned in for my new show. The new show is called Second Give. It's a sports-based program. We're going to have all kinds of amazing stuff. It's going to be sports-related. It's going to be fun. It's actually going to be really fun. And my goal, I was just talking about it yesterday. My goal is that even if you ain't a fan of sports, that this show makes you feel like you like it. Even if you're not a fan of sports, I want you to be able to look at the show and be like, man, this is all right. I'll watch that every Tuesday. So every Tuesday, 8:30, that gives us an opportunity to see what happened in all the NFL games, Monday night, all that kind of stuff. And we get to talk about all kinds of stuff. Today, we got lots of big questions going on in the show. Can the USA win the FIBA tournament? We're going to ask that. We're going to talk about what can Prime do for you. So that's going to be great. And we got an NFL preview. And I got something special during the NFL preview just for the ladies. Just for the ladies. So it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm out of here, man. It's always a fantastic time being with you all, man. Remember, today is the first day. Today is the only day that we got. And we might not even have all of it. So let's just go ahead and live in the moment, man, and make sure. Live for the day, plan for tomorrow, party tonight. As the great Negro poet Drake said. I think there's greatness in you. I think there's greatness in all of us, man. And if we can all work together to cultivate each other's greatness, we are going to be better as a people. And I'm not just talking about a race of people. I'm talking about the entire human race. Okay, go Cowboys. I'm trying to find a way to block that person. That was completely uncalled for. We were having a good day. And then here comes this Cowboy foolishness. 8:30 tonight, man. Make sure y'all tune in. It's weekly. Tell somebody else. Ladies, tell your man if you don't like sports. It's going to be great. I'm Cletus Cassidy. I'm out of here, man. I'll see you guys again on tomorrow right here on See You in the Morning.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Cletus Cassidy Show. Already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again.